Hello guys, thanks for tuning in to my YouTube channel. I'm playing some 5-minute. Oh, my sounds are off. That's no good. I'm going to turn my sounds on because we like to hear that ICC sound, don't we? A3. I'll go G3. To remember where my settings are. Sounds. Alright. It's Thursday night at the moment. I'm recording this video a little late. But, just go here. But yeah, I having a good day. I was teaching for most of today. And now I'm on my weekend, because I take Fridays and Saturdays off. So, while everyone else is slaving away at work on a Friday, I'm sleeping in. But I do work Sundays sometimes. So there's that. But that's really neither here nor there. It has nothing to do with the 5-minute battle I'm in with Desmond Hume. Let's just go knight f3. Desmond Hume from Ireland. Huh. Sounds like a romance novelist. Desmond Hume. So my d4 pawn's attacked at the moment. I could take on b4. I could maybe castle, although castles he takes, I take here. He takes with check. It's no good. I could play e3. Let's go e3. I don't like this structure per se, but we'll try to make the best of it. I don't know if this system has a name. d4, e6, c4, bishop b4, check. It's an accelerated Bogo Indian, is what it is. Black hasn't played knight f6. My 5-minute rating is pretty decent. All my ratings have been going in the right direction. Knock on wood. Well, he's going into the tank right now. Really giving this a lot of thought. I'm just going to castle. Taking a lot of time to play natural moves. Knight f6, I don't know why that should have cost him so much time. Lord knows I've been guilty of doing exactly that, though. For once, I'm well ahead on the clock in a game. Make note of this day, guys. John is ahead on the clock. Guess I'll check who this guy is while we're waiting. No information about him. He has been online for 6 hours, though, on ICC. So maybe he's just moving pieces in a zombie-like state right now. Queen d5? Really? It's pretty aggressive. What are you going to do if I go knight e5? Are you going to play knight e4? That's just wild. That's just wild, man. I'm gonna call his bluff. Queen b5. Okay. That's more reasonable. I still don't trust his game. Let's take knight a3. I'll go rook b1 soon. I could also just play queen c2 and rook fc1. I think he tried to play this too creatively. Just go there. Let's go here. If I go rook fc1, I like the fact that I'll have bishop f1 available. He might try to stick his knight on b6 somewhere in an effort to hold the c4 pawn. It's very possible. I expect him to do that now. Knight b6. It's a weird position. I'm going to do this. My idea is actually to play queen e5. Like, say he castles right now, queen e5, and attack this pawn. And if he defends it now, like let's say with a rook move to c8, I'll go queen c5. And then I'll be attacking c6. So he goes there. So now I can go bishop f1 as planned. Could also play e4. I think bishop f1 makes more sense. I have good coordination in the present position. Take c5 first or take c4? Let's take c4. Queen a7. No, he went there. Okay. Well, then I have this move, do I not? I'm just making sure he doesn't have any discoveries. Like, making sure knight f4 doesn't work. Like, if my rook was on f1, knight f4 would actually be really... Well, actually, even then, might not be that strong for him. Okay, what's going on now? So I can just straight up win a pawn. Let's do that. Time advantage, 2 bishops, up a pawn. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but this is looking good. Let's bring this back. Bring it on back. Let's go here. And then when he goes knight f6, I'll play f3, restricting his knight. And the d2 square is covered by the bishop. Happy day. I'm going to avoid that just because the bishop takes e4. Let's go... No, don't want to do that. Let's just bring this closer. I'll probably play rook d1 soon.
Check. Check.
Rook b5.
Check.
Didn't exactly see that move.
Check.
My play is getting sloppy
Check.
now, to say the least. But what are you going to do? It's Blitz. Alright, dude, now I got you right where I want you. Right where I want you. Yeah, you can have that pawn, whatever.
Check. Check.
Let's push. Push. Push.
Check.
Push.
Check.
Thank you. Okay. So I took down Desmond Hume. It was just very strange that he spent so much time in the opening.
Check.
I mean, granted, it's an unusual variation, but I don't think, like, this position really warrants spending, you know, like 50 seconds on. And then the very next move spends practically a minute. So knight f6, queen d5, spending 40% of his time on those two moves. But as we've seen in my games, I'm probably not the best person to criticize someone's time usage. Those who live in glass houses can't throw stones, right? Yeah, I think the middle game play was interesting because I'm curious if I played it correctly around here. Rook fc1, queen here. Okay, so it likes the immediate bishop f1. My fear with that was that, you know, I don't know if I really want to take on c4 and go into an opposite color bishop position. So I tried this queen e4 move, and then this queen hop. Engine seems to approve. Yeah, and my idea was that if this, then queen c5 and hit this pawn. Because he's bottled up in how to defend the pawn, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm happy that queen e4 was vetted by the engine. Yeah, and this should just be good. Oh, rook takes c4 was strong. That makes sense. Yeah, and here queen takes d6 or rook c5. Rook takes c5. Probably my technique was not perfect. A move like... I thought it was instructive playing f3 right here. The whole plan, really. So I want to evict this knight from d5. But going e4 and then I think f3 is a nice solution to the problem. Because it blunts his bishop. Anytime you can put two connected pawns on the same diagonal as your opponent's bishop, especially if it's a strong bishop, that's a good way to blunt it. And also it restricts his knight. Like his knight just doesn't have a lot of available squares to hop into. Yeah, probably around here my technique could have been improved. I thought about bishop b5, but I just immediately rejected it because of that. But I guess this is playable because I'm going to have rook c7 at the end. Yeah, he loses a piece. So here...
Check.
Yeah, traded the rooks. And then it was
Check.
like a mad time scramble. He actually had knight c4 somewhere. That was not a good move by me. I guess I should play f4. Keep his knight out of e5.
Check.
And then, whoops, knight c4 would be winning for black. Fortunately, he missed that.
Check.
And I avoided king f3, rook f2 mate.
Check.
And somehow won in this
Check.
time scramble. Yeah, I mean, the time differential is too big at this point.
Check.
So, all right,
Check.
I hope you guys enjoyed this one.
Check.
Not my best win, but
Check.
not my worst win either. This evaluation. Like, black's apparently better at this point, so clearly I misplayed it. But hope everyone has had a good day, and I'm pretty close to posting my Friday video too, so expect that up shortly. All right, guys, thank you very much, and please leave me any feedback in the comments. Bye, guys.